Yeah, what's up, people? This is Godzilla Man 1000 speaking, and today I'm about to do something a little different today. I've been thinking lately, ever since Cloverfield came out, which I know you're probably going to hate me for this, or probably send me a million hate mails, but I hated the movie. Well, reasons why is because it was a POV film, and POV films are just really not to my liking. But besides that, ever since it came out, people were starting to talk about giant movie monsters lately. And I've decided, why not I do my own top 10 list of my favorite giant movie monsters, or in my own opinion, or look pretty cool or badass. Now, I know that the Angry Video Game Nerd, or of Cinemassacre, did his review of top 10 giant movie monsters, so I decided I would do my own version. So, sit back, relax, or possibly run for your life. This is the top 10 giant movie monsters. Number 10. Gorgo. Now this is like the only British Daikaiju film I've seen. Guy in a rubber suit, all that stuff. It sort of looks like Godzilla, except it's not Godzilla. So basically, the story of Gorgo is really quite, I think, traditional. Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. A little baby Gorgo has been found by explorers, but then used in public to serve as money for a major circus. A little boy wants to free it because it knows it's really lonely and it misses his mother. But it isn't too long until his mother comes to London and starts throwing a shit fit. Kind of proves to you that it's kind of like Mothra and Godzilla movies put together, which was very creative in my own way, in my own opinion. I don't know what to say about it. It's pretty good, pretty good. I suggest you take a look at it. Number 9. The Giant Claw, or the La Caña in Spanish terms. Now, this monster I put pretty low on the list because, well, I'm not saying he's a bad monster. It's just that he just looks so goofy. I'm sorry, just looking at that face, I'll admit, it's sort of scary, but for the most part, it's really funny. You never get more goofier than that. So, basically, the Giant Claw is like a giant vulture that's from outer space with an anti-shield matter. I don't know. It's really confusing, but it's really actually interesting. I watched this movie like a dozen times, and it's pretty awesome. I like this movie. Yet the only thing I really don't like about it is that it spins around in a spiral pattern instead of a straight line. I really didn't get that. The story's okay, the monster's okay, the movie's just okay. But I have to tell you, it's not really that scary, but it's like action-packed, but for the most part, funny. I watched it and I literally laughed my ass off. It was that silly. I don't know how to describe it, but I suggest you take a look at it. You'll probably get a good laugh out of this one. Number 8. Jaws, the Great White Shark. Now, this one is actually my favorite sort of sea monster, because it goes around and starts killing people. To be quite honest, there's a lot of shark movies there. Sharktopus, Mega Shark versus, and Twin Shark. So, I thought maybe Jaws would be like the main shark for today. The other shark movies they're okay. But this one, I think, has more attention and attraction to it. Jaws 1 and 2 are my very favorite. Just stay away from 3 and 4. They totally suck. Basically, Jaws is like this mad-eating serial killer machine that goes around and starts killing people because, what else? It's a shark. It feeds on people because of its nature. And basically, this shark has been through a lot. It's been blown up, had a child, and it got blown up. Basically, it has a reputation of being blown up a lot. I suggest you watch 1 and 2. 3 and 4, just stay away. Number 7. Nancy, the 50-foot woman herself. Now, let's be honest. Giant women, I sort of think that's hot. But let's look at the other side of it. It's also scary as well, because how dangerous would it be for like alien technology or an alien power to like come down to our planet and give a girl humongous size and strength? For some people, granted, it would probably be like hot and pretty and stuff. But in the movies, they play. I mean, they play serious. They literally play serious because Nancy is not only stronger, but she also has an instinct for seeking love and vengeance against her unhelpful husband, who is like literally cheating on her. As soon as that happens, she breaks loose and goes on a rampage to try and find him, so she can keep him to herself, and no one else can have her. That is kind of scary about a woman who is searching for love and vengeance with an alien power. Nothing else much to say, but remind me never to piss her off. Or to marry her, for that matter. Next number. Number 6. The Blob. Okay, I really don't know what to, say about this one. I wouldn't really say it would be more like a monster, more like an extraterrestrial. So basically, the story is that it comes down to Earth in a meteor in a small gelatinous mass, sort of miniaturized version of it, and the more victims it devours, the more bigger it gets. So it's actually a pretty interesting concept. However, it still acts like a monster, so I guess it does count as like a giant monster in my count. It's just something that caught my attention. So, yeah, I really have nothing else to say about this, except it's really cool, disgusting, it looks real because of the background and stuff, and it was made in the 50s, and, yeah, looks pretty awesome. Let's move on. Number 5. The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Quite literally, it says in the title of the movie. What I can say about the Beast is that it's sort of like a prehistoric dinosaur that stayed in hibernation underwater for 20,000 fathoms under the sea, and ever since then it's been slumbering for I don't know how long, maybe millions of years, because that's usually the best case scenario or the worst case scenario or logical guess. But it is pretty awesome the way you look at it. It's made out of animation from Ray Harryhausen, the guy who did Clash of the Titans and King Kong. And I have to say, this movie really got me into it. And for those of you who hadn't seen it, I say give it a watch. Don't miss your chance to see it. Because this monster really, really has some good qualities. Trust me, you'll like it. So, let's move on to the next one.